Man was shot and killed shortly after telling his grown son to stop playing with the gun he was holding. Fort Worth police say when the gun fired, it was no accident, and that son is now charged with murder.
How's everybody doing today? Hope your day is going pretty good. My day going pretty good also. Got a story for y'all today coming out of Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out to everybody in Fort Worth, Texas, and also shout out to everybody in the state of Texas. 27-year-old Xavier Bass took the life of his father, 54-year-old Gene Bass. I want to send my deepest condolences to the family of Gene Bass and also to the friends also. Everybody that loved this man. Now, Gene Bass was a master sergeant, and he was also a junior ROTC instructor at the North Crowley High School. And I know the students at that high school will truly miss him, and truly they will miss the impact that he had on their life. Now, starting with the son, 27-year-old Xavier Bass. He lived in Georgia. He began to tell a lady in Georgia that he was finna go to Texas. And he began to pour out to her and tell her he was finna go sell his Mustang and check himself into a mental hospital.
On the day before the shooting, Xavier allegedly told the woman, quote, he was going to drive to see his mom, sell his Mustang, and check himself into a mental hospital.
And he also told her that he was upset at his father for leaving him and his mother and leaving them to struggle. And he also told the lady that he's on his way to Texas, and she will find out why he's going to Texas once she see it on the news.
The woman said Xavier blamed his father for, quote, he felt his dad could have made things better and not left him with his mom to struggle. Court documents say a woman who knew Xavier Bass in Georgia says he told her weeks before the shooting, quote, Xavier broke down and told her that he needed to drive to Texas and that she would find out why when she saw it on the news.
Now, she tried to talk him out of going to Texas. Fast forward now. Xavier winds up in Texas at his father's home. So witnesses said they seen a black Mustang pull up. So they said they seen a black bald gentleman pull up in a black Mustang. When he got out of the Mustang, he had a handgun. Now he had a handgun, he was throwing it up in the sky, catching it, throwing it up and catching it. And his dad told him, boy, stop throwing that gun up like that. Stop playing with that gun. You're going to mess around and shoot somebody.
The shooting happened Friday, June 28th. Court documents say a witness saw Xavier Bass pull up in a black Mustang and get out of the car, tossing a handgun in the air. Court documents say the witness heard Gene Bass say, quote, boy, stop playing with that gun before you shoot someone. Moments later, Gene Bass was shot multiple times and Xavier Bass drove away.
Shortly after that, he shot his dad right there in the front of his home. After that, he drove off. Now, they said they seen on the surveillance camera that bullets were flying all over the place, dust and bullets. And after he shot his dad, he drove off. Now, that's what the witnesses said they seen. Now, going back to what he was telling the young lady in Georgia, that once I get there, you're going to see exactly why I went to Georgia. I mean, not to Georgia. Sorry about that. Once I get to Texas, you're going to see exactly why I'm going to Texas. And he was going down there to take his father's life. Now, I grew up without a father. So many other young men have grew up without a father. Now, tell me how much sense this right here make. Xavier Bass upset at his father, Gene Bass, for leaving him and his mother to struggle. Now, I don't know if Xavier had any children of his own. But if he had any children of his own, he just did the same thing to them that his father did to him. He did the same thing. Let me tell you why. Because now he's going to be locked up for a long time. If not a long time, he's going to be locked up for life. So if he have any children, now his children will grow up without a father. And now he's leaving the mother or the mothers or whatever to be a single mother. So what in the world did he settle by doing that? It's a never-ending cycle. So if he have any children, he's going to teach his children to do the same thing, to be an absent father. Whether it's by going to jail or just leaving, period. So Xavier didn't fix anything at all by doing this. Now this happened on June the 28th. And if you want to show somebody, if somebody leave you, whether it's a parent, like this parent left his son's life, or a friend, or a loved one, or a lover, whatever. If someone leave your life, they always have told me the best revenge to give a person once they leave your life is success. Let me repeat that one more time. The best revenge is success. Because if you are a very, very, very genuine person and you have a good heart and you got drive and you got goals and you got something inside of you that money cannot buy, that person that left and walked off from you is going to see it. No doubt in my mind. They're going to see exactly what they lost. So once that person walk off from you, you begin to work out, get bigger, get stronger, get more money, get more success, got more time to grow a business, got more time to become a better you. All these great things you can do to show yourself, and not just to prove that person that walked off in your life. It's to prove to yourself that I am great. I am somebody. My daddy may have walked off and left me. My mother may have walked off and left me. My friend may have walked off and left me. Whoever. But I am a great person, and that's their loss. Hey, can't do nothing but move on in this world. Now, my father left and wasn't there. And the only thing that I can show myself is to be a better man than what my father was. So if my father left me all alone and to fend for let me repeat that, I kind of got tongue twisted. If my father left me alone and left me to fend for myself, that tells me right there, don't do the same thing to my children. Straight up. Don't repeat that same cycle. Just do better for myself. And I understand it's a lot of young men grow up in this world and they upset about their father not being in their life. It happens to a lot of us. Yes, it's painful at times. But when you're a grown man, you got to put away those childish things. Hey, it is what it is. Suck it up. Move on with your life. Do what you got to do. Pull your pants up. Put your big boy pants on. Keep it moving. Put your big girl pants on. Keep moving. Life goes on. Whether somebody is around you that want to be in your life or not, life goes on. You can't dwell on that. You can't allow that to stop you. You cannot allow that to sidetrack you. You're grown now. You're a grown man. You're a grown woman. Stop blaming everything on daddy. Stop blaming everything on mama. Yes, it hurts what they done. Yeah, it hurts that daddy wasn't there. Yes, it hurts that mother wasn't there. But you must move on with your life. You must do better. You must show your mother, your father, your friend, whoever, that you are somebody. Don't go out like this because you don't fix anything at all. If you got children, be in their life. If you got a spouse and they being good to you, be good to them. If they treat you like trash, get away. Just that simple. This is a free world we live in. Nobody is holding you captive. Nobody is putting a gun up to your head. Maybe, maybe not. But there are so many other options that you can do other than doing something like this. This man, 27 years old, threw his life away over nothing. I would rather for him to go check himself into that mental hospital like he told that woman in Georgia. Now, they picked him up in Georgia, and he will be getting his sentence in Texas because that's where he did that. So he committed crimes, and he did that. That's no doubt in my mind. And they seen a Facebook post of him in his black Mustang. That's how they also figure out who that was. And the family also was calling him a day after that he said he was going to go to Texas and check himself into rehab and get some type of mental health evaluation. They called his phone, but it was unsuccessful. No answer. It was too late. He already had up in his mind what he was going to do. I don't understand why he got out the car throwing the gun up in the sky. That's sound like a little kid with a little toy gun and somebody and the father telling him, boy, stop that. You're going to mess around and shoot your eye out. Y'all remember that movie? You're going to shoot your eye out. The Christmas Story. Y'all remember that? But what 27-year-old Xavier Bass did was unacceptable. He could have did something else for himself in life. Out of all the positive things he could have been doing, he went and did something negative. Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about this story. Because somebody out there needs some help. And send your condolences to the family. Send your prayers to the family in this time of bereavement. Because this here is truly tragic. It could have been avoided. We got to do better out here, people. Do not throw your life away because of mother or father, or your mother or your father, or that friend or that loved one does not want does not want nothing to do with you or want off from you in your life. Remember, the best revenge is success. Show that person, I am successful, I am somebody, and I am better. And I'm even better without you. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Love somebody, and also protect your mental health. You see what it says on the sign right here. Holler at you. Have a blessed one. Rest in peace, Gene Bass. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.